What's going on, y'all? My name is Mfasis, and I am a musician and a content creator. And this is the Talking to Myself podcast. Make sure you guys check out my albums on YouTube and on Bandcamp. And I'm gonna get right into this. So, Kendrick Lamar just made a huge announcement on his social media pages through his PG Lang company. They did a very interesting video. It had like a very minimalist feel to it, where it's just a giant American flag behind him, and he has that machine that shoots out footballs, and he's making the announcement that he will be performing at the next Super Bowl in 2025. The next Super Bowl, of course, will be in New Orleans. I believe that my Ravens will be at that Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does in his performance and what happens between now and then, because I'm like 90% positive that between now and February, he will be dropping an album. It would make the most sense. Over the past like 6 or 7 months, it's been a lot of attention on him because of his feud with Drake. I don't believe that it was just simply a feud. I believe that it was also an opportunity for him to gear up to drop an album. Like when he's doing the Not Like Us video and when he's doing the pop out show, to me, more than just an opportunity to come at Drake, I also believe that this was just an album rollout. That's the way it feels to me. And the Super Bowl performance would be an even bigger opportunity to not only get that album out, but get as much attention on him and his music as possible, because this is one of the biggest events in America all year. This is one of the most watched events in America. It's not watched that much outside of America, really. Like, I think the Super Bowl every year gets about 100 million views, which is still a lot, but it doesn't compare to like the World Cup, which gets like over 3 billion. But nonetheless, it's going to be interesting to see him perform at the Super Bowl. I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago where a lot of people were pretending like they were going to protest the NFL because of Colin Kaepernick, but well, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get into that because I guess that has nothing to do with this specific situation, but this should still be an entertaining performance. I'm curious if he's going to be willing to bring out all those like Bloods and Crips like he did on the pop out show or in the pop out show a couple months ago. It was funny. A lot of people kept making jokes calling it like Gangchella, which, you know, that again, I don't think that's going to be the case though at the Super Bowl, really. Even though it would be interesting to see him do that, I highly doubt that he's gonna follow through on something like that. I just can't imagine a bunch of like Bloods and Crips dancing for for the whole country to just watch. Like that would be it would be interesting. Like I'll leave it at that. It would be very interesting, but I highly doubt he's gonna do that. But I still expect him to bring out a few artists from the West Coast. There's artists, anytime an artist performs at the Super Bowl, they usually bring out cameos. Like we saw Usher perform at the Super Bowl. He brought out people like Alicia Keys. A couple years ago, Dr. Dre, he performed at the Super Bowl. He brought out 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg. So I would expect Kendrick to maybe bring out Schoolboy Q, Absol, J-Rock, and maybe a few other people who are from the West Coast, and maybe some of the dancers that were in the video for Not Like Us, who are getting a lot of attention, like Storm DeBarge. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Also, another thing that happened in Kendrick Lamar's promo video for the Super Bowl announcement, he also seemingly took shots at Drake when he said, hey, you only get one shot at a championship. There's no round twos, which we're all assuming that is a reference to Drake saying on his social media, we will win game 2. I think this is a smart move on Kendrick's part. If this is indeed him saying that he doesn't plan on going back and forth with Drake any longer, I think it's a smart move on his behalf, because again, he already caught one of the biggest W's in hip hop history, but also because, and I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, Drake has simply not been able to fully recover. Like we're watching Drake drown like in real time. Like I don't think enough people are really paying attention to that. Like I said before in other videos, a lot of Drake songs that he's dropping, they haven't been hitting. Like the song with the Havana girl, that song flopped. The Ugly song, it flopped. The songs he's leaking off of his 100 GB website or whatever, those songs are not really hitting like that. Like, he's falling off the charts with these songs faster than he ever has before. Nothing's really seeming to work like that. And this is one of the points I made when I said him getting into this beef and him losing is much bigger than people realize, because this isn't like this isn't like Drake versus Pusha T, where he could sort of just shrug it off, and if he has at least one hit song, it could be wiped away. I'm like, nah, man. I kept making the point that the magnitude of this loss is so big, to the point where in order for him to come back, he's gonna need to put out like not just a good album, but he's gonna have to put out like an undeniable classic album just to even have a shot at brushing the dirt off of his shoulders that came from this. Like, when you think about Jay-Z losing to Nas, he had to come back with the Black Album, which many people consider to be a classic. It was at the very least, it was a very good album. And I don't even think Jay-Z's loss compares to this Drake loss. So Drake would need to put out something even better than what Jay-Z was putting out with the Black Album to have a chance at truly recovering. Which, again, I don't think, like, realistically, I don't think Drake's gonna be able to do that, because when you listen to Drake's music over the past like 7 years, it sounds very uninspired. It's like, so I can't see him being able to sort of finesse his way out of this, really. So I could be wrong, but I can't see it. And then also, because Drake signed his $400 million contract, there also could be it could be a matter of his label, the people running his label, or the people above him, like Lucian Granger or any of those people, they behind the scenes, they may be like forcing him to try to continue this beef no matter what, just to keep his name out there. You never know. Either way, I think Kendrick Lamar is making the right decision by not continuing or seemingly not continuing the beef anymore. I could be wrong, because he could say no round 2's today, and then, you know, Super Bowl weekend, he puts out another diss track. So you can't take people's words too seriously, honestly. You can't take it to heart. Everybody's lying. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Are you excited for Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance? And
all my life I dream of space and a place where I feel safe. So I'm on the paper chase, yeah, I'm on the paper chase, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the paper chase. We stress over all the trivial things, it's a mess, but we concealing the rings on the eyelids, cause for material things we're blind. And when the diamonds go bling, they're dancing whenever we sing but can't see. The pain that stings is skin deep and it pins me. The sanity's bring to the fans me think all the dark poems I cover in pink. I don't know, but my rose will be canon on ink. I speak for those whose voices shrink. I sit back while society sinks. Cold war rap like I'm wearing a mink. I glide on beats like a skate rink. The game circle, my bars are chain link. Not even blockchain could contain me. All my life I dream of space and a place where I feel safe. So I'm on the paper chase, yeah, I'm on the paper chase. Yeah, yeah, I'm on the paper chase. All my life I dream of space and a place where I feel safe. So I'm on the paper chase, yeah, I'm on the paper chase, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the paper chase.